we're a couple days before New Year's. You know, we're expecting almost 50 degrees today. It's going to be a little overcast, but no wind. So unfortunately, the group that I was going to take out couldn't make it. But you know what they say, sometimes you just got to go out and fish. So I'm going to do a solo trip today. You know, Lake Erie regulations, we can fish 3 rods, so that's what we're going to do. But hopefully I got some decent information, and I think I have a good idea where the fish are. So we're going to give them heck today, and come along with us. We'll see you out on the water, okay? 18-inch fish. It's all catch and release for me today. Marks have been a little spotty. This one was set about 16 feet down. I'm up and down in the water column. But nice fish. He's going back. I think I'm getting ready to make a move. As you can see, it's kind of foggy. We just had a little bit of rain run through. Visibility is low, so you got to be on the lookout. You got to have your spidey senses up, so to speak. So anyway, that's the start of the day right there. Nice, probably a nice 18-inch walleye. Getting fat for the winter. We'll let her go. So believe it or not, it's been about an hour since I last talked to you. The fog is heavy. It looks like it's starting to lift. The sun's trying to poke through. We're getting sprinkled out a little bit. Nothing too intense. But visibility is low. I'm out here by myself. As you can see, I've got my life jacket on. I've got the remote to the bow mount trolling motor on. I can't stress enough, you can't be too careful out here at all times, but especially when you're by yourself and the water's 41 degrees. So taking extra precautions is basically navigating because visibility is low. Anyway, just got set up on a spot. You know, I've got, you know, fished this area exclusively. I'm you know, outside the Lorain, Ohio area, and I've got a milk run of spots, and I just kept hitting and grass stopping and graphing and not really marking a whole heck of a lot. I finally got out here about 53 feet of water. It doesn't look too bad. So just got the line set. On the very outside, I've got a reaper at 150 back, which is going to put that lure down about 25 feet. On the inside, I've got a perfect 10 lemon lime with the 50-60, which is going to get me down at about 32. And on the outside, I've got a custom painted bait running up a little higher, about 80 feet back. So that's where we're at right now. Just haven't unlocked the code yet, but still early. We'll see what we can do. Talk. 50-50, 30 feet down, lemon line, P10. This is straight up and down. About 10 feet down. A little better fish. There we go. Walleye. Let's see if that other one's still on. First double of the day. Yeah, he's still there. This one might have a little bit more weight. He's already tugging. This is 50-70. Yeah, he's already got a good bend in line. We're in 53 feet of water. Our speed is about 1.2, 1.3. When you're fishing by yourself, get your hands full sometimes. Oh yeah. He's dumping. Always want to keep their head in the water. When they make a run come up, if you point your rod tip down, you can get their head back down. "17 feet. Legitimate double right there. So I thought I'd just take a moment here. I just got the rod set. We're in 53 feet of water. We got some good marks down there, anywhere from 20 down to 40. And what I wanted to just throw out there was your bait presentation. And I'm solo today. Lake Erie regulations, Ohio Lake Erie regulations tell you that you can have 3 rods per person. So I don't want to waste a rod, right? I want to be able to dial that depth in. Walleyes have eyes on top of their head, so they always feed up. They're looking up to feed. So if I'm seeing fish at 30, I'm checking the water clarity and I'm setting that fish no more than the depth of clarity above his head. So if I've got 3 feet of water clarity and that fish is at 30 feet, I don't want to be any shallower than 27 feet, otherwise there's a good chance the fish won't see it. So you really want to dial in your depth, pay really close attention to your graph, use your precision trolling app. I use the Church tackle boards and the Church snap weights, the 50+2 method, and dial them in so you're right above those fish's head. Once you figure that out, keep repeating it, and that's a good pattern for you. So hopefully we're going to be popping some fish. That last slide was pretty good. I just picked up and swung around and set up again, so we'll see what happens. That fish came up, so what I want to do, I don't want his head out of the water. That's how they spit the hook. I point that rod tip down, get him going down, and then just watch my line. If that line comes flat and that fish comes up, I point him back down again. Important thing is to keep the head, keep the fish in the water. That fish has swum down, gone down. They're about 25 feet away right here. So initially that fish came up, I directed it down. Now we've got a more traditional fight on our hands. Yeah, that's a big fish. Only on the back hook. That's when you need your partner to net for you. There you go. That's a big one. That's a thick Lake Erie walleye. That one's probably 7 or 8 pounds. Only had that fish on the back hook. That's a nice one. Look how fat they are for the fall. This girl's going back. Gone. This is just literally 5 minutes after we put that 8+ in the boat. the Perfect 10 50-50, which is running 30 feet deep. We're on that same line. Found a nice school of fish, and we're working them. So there's our weight. I got another 50 feet behind it. Got it swimming right with me right now. We're at 30, 20. There he goes. Finally figured out he's caught. Another nice fish. Looked pretty good. Another nice Lake Erie fish. Lemon line Perfect 10. There you go, another nice Lake Erie fish. Fat fall walleye. I've had a productive day. As per usual, the advice that I would give you is don't be afraid to bounce around, trust your graph, set up a milk run of spots if you've got them. If there's no fish on them, you think there may be a chance, it's okay to set up and fish them for a little while, but don't get married to one spot. This is probably my fourth spot, and by far it's my best. Caught the most fish and the biggest fish here within the last hour. So I'm going to be wrapping up pretty soon because I'm a solo flyer today, and we'll get home before it's dark and get the boat put away. But I hope you enjoyed being out on the water with me. Hope you learned some things. You know, my objective, we got a fish on right here while I'm talking to you. My objective is to share good information with you, and as you watch these videos that we post, it makes you a better fisherman, and where you pick up some information you didn't have before. This is a heavy fish. That's that blue shiner P10 50-50. 2-ounce weight, 30 feet down. Yeah, he's already thumping. We got 100 feet back. We're in 53 feet of water. Not quite sure where this fish is going to go. Loosen up that drag. Usually the bigger ones are up and down. We give them a nice steady reel. When they thump, we stop, we let them go. When he stops thumping, we start reeling. Usually that last 30-40 feet, when they come up and that light hits their eyes, that's usually when they give you their most. This fish is straight up and down. You gotta be real careful here. Looks like he wants this side of the boat. The 40 feet of line out, straight up and down. There he goes. Thumping away. We're gonna let him go. Checked our drag, it's loose, so he can take some line if he needs it. We're in no hurry. 15 feet. Here's where you got to be ready for the surge. 9 feet. 6. There's another one. So I know I've said this before, I'm about wrapping up. You know, flying solo, it's a lot of work to get the boat on the trailer and get home and take care of the boat and all that stuff. So had a great day out here. It was a little bit of everything. We started off with thick fog and rain, and the sun managed to peek through, and you know, we're still marking fish. So, but thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it for you. If you like what you see, if you're learning anything, please like and subscribe to our channel. We're going to be putting content out all year round, even in the off season. So thanks for coming along. Hope to see you out on the water next time. Captain Art out.